Are you looking for a new place to take your significant other for a special dinner?
Are you entertaining guests from out of town and want to show them the best your city has to offer?
Or are you just looking for a new place to take the family for a meal?
Well, look no further than theinfatuation.com.
The Infatuation will help you pick the best location for any occasion.
Read reviews for the best restaurants in your area and make an informed decision on where you'd like to eat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stapled Together podcast for the comic book release week of June 12th, 2019. I'm Ooze.
I'm Sudon.
And I'm Peachy.
And we're gonna talk about comics. I think. I just threw my entire life off.
Why? Did you put the hand on the shoulder? Hello.
Hey.
No, it's more of a gust. Hello.
Hello. You heard about Pluto?
It's
Messed up. What news do you have, Sudon?
I have news of the Entertainment Expo variety.
Oh, yes. There was an Entertainment Expo.
It's in the last days, I think we're having right now, or just getting the last little bit, but the big stuff we got, kind of give you a rundown of everything that kind of came out really quickly is Avengers from Square Enix. Crystal Dynamics released a trailer on that one. Mixed reviews I've heard on that one. I'm not impressed personally with the character designs on a few, but the gameplay looks fun. Yeah,
and you know, I had to see it a third time to kind of be like, okay, this actually looks pretty badass. There were a bunch of, you know, the internet is savage. There were a bunch of memes and stuff put out like right away and stuff, but yeah, watching it like that, I watched it the first time on my phone, second time on TV, and then the third time again on TV, and I'm like, okay. Or second time on TV. Third time on TV, yeah, sorry.
I saw a thumbnail and went, no. I went, no, and I avoided it till the very end. And, I don't think Ooze, you still have not.
I have not watched it. No.
It's one. It looks like it's going to be one of those games where the graphics focus on the gameplay rather than the cutscene. So you get a little bit of a sacrifice on cutscene graphics, and like in my opinion, I think PS4 Spider-Man did that. I think the game looks amazing, but the cutscenes could, meh. But it's not about the cutscenes for me. That game was just highly enjoyable.
Right.
I'm disappointed with the character designs. Coming fresh off the movies and the current events in the comics, you know, it's like I have a certain image of how these characters are. And I like Iron Man. I like Iron Man.
Yeah, as far as what I saw on the press conference or whatever they held for the game, they were tasked with making the Avengers their own. They picked the characters they picked, true, because of the MCU and their familiarity, to make it, you know, give it a wider spread for gameplay. But they were also tasked with giving them their version. Or giving their version of those characters and their, you know, the different voice actors for them. And like, I caught part of one of or in the trailer, it sounded like Cap had a bit of a Brooklyn accent or whatever. He's like, Tony, check it out. I'm like, interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if that's a Brooklyn accent or like just like the standard New York accent. There's
right.
It differs.
Right.
But,
and then with Nolan North as Cap, as Iron Man, you know, so that's cool.
He's gonna sound like Batman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's cool. So I mean, there's a few things I'm on board with, but I totally agree with the character design issue.
Only a few of them for me.
I think, well, I just saw the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I think that if they made them look more different than they did, because it just looks like stunt doubles from Spaceballs.
Yeah, exactly. They captured
That's
their
what
stunt doubles.
Yeah, that's what that makes me think of.
Yeah.
If they made it more different, I think it would have translated better.
Right.
It doesn't even feel like it. They looked at the just Thor, Black Widow are my biggest complaints. I don't like the way they look, but everybody else is good. But
Hulk looks pretty cool.
As Banner, I liked him, but Hulk, I kind of get a weirdness. I don't know. I'm a purist about my Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Turner Hulk is like one of the baddest ass Hulks for sure. And then whatchamacallit, to me, I think he fit the character well. Like Dr. Banner translated well into Hulk once he changed it. You could kind of see the features a little bit. So, same sharp nose, kind of whatever, and a little bit of the bushy hair kind of thing. So I appreciate when they do that. They did that with Norton. They did that with Banner. They did that, they do that extensively now with Ruffalo. Yeah, with Ruffalo. But yeah, for sure. Sorry.
But also, besides that, we also had the
Halo trailer.
Halo trailer was released, coming with a Scarlet.
We should put that on right now.
We should put it on right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done it before. I saw it. Did you see it?
I did see it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, everyone's seen it. So
Everyone's seen it.
We don't get reactions.
Okay.
We already all saw it. I'm still really excited.
Okay. I'm like,
I showed it to her last. Bambi got mad at us because she was like, "What is this?" And I said, "Oh, it's the new Gears of War to throw off Ooze." And I didn't know Bambi was wanting to watch it. So
Keanu.
That was Cyberpunk.
Right, but
yeah.
she wanted to see she asked if it was the new Keanu one because she didn't know what it was.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And you said yes.
Oh, no, I didn't hear her right. But no, yeah, it was... They released that trailer. It looks pretty awesome. In-game graphics for Scarlet coming out holiday 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new Xbox system.
Yeah. That's another, like, $600 that I'm going to have to spend.
We have a Patreon.
Right.
Join our Patreon and help us out, please. Get who's an Xbox? Scarlet is its new name.
Well, it's not Xbox Scarlet. That's just their
they haven't given us
secret
a full
title for it.
The working title for
their
it.
project name for it.
Yeah,
like,
it's silliness, but we'll see what it actually does. But I wouldn't be surprised if they call it like X1325XB4.
Ooh, buddy,
It's gonna be Xbox Infinite, obviously.
Right.
With that, they released their streaming service. They have a new online streaming service that they have going on that's kind of Xbox Live, but now goes to all the PC and stuff like that. Sony didn't show. Nintendo stole the show with all their additions to Smash Brothers, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel, Link's Awakening remake, Pokemon Sword and Shield, of course, all over the place.
Ultimate Alliance.
Marvel Over Alliance. They got a new corgi Pokemon called Yamper. We're all about right now.
Oh yeah, that's
He's
right.
an
That's right.
electric type Pokemon.
That's right. I
And
did
he
see
got
the
a heart
picture.
butt.
That's cute.
I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Then they also finally, and then on this one, it's Final Fantasy VII's remake finally got a
that
release
looked
date.
amazing. Yeah.
Along with Animal Crossing, but both coming in March of 2020. Those are going to be a big month. We're going to have a lot of money coming out at the end of this year and in the middle of the spring. And when the spring hits, we're going to be really... Because I'm sure they're going to have DC Comics doing some sort of stupid little event, and so will Marvel with 60 different Spider-Man comics. It's going to happen, but we'll be big. It will have a huge channel, a lot of subscribers at the time, and everything fine.
Yeah, everything will be great.
But yeah, that's E3 was really big. There's still a lot of news. We've going to put a lot of it onto our social media. This is just kind of a condensed, the best I could version of it. But that's all I have from E3.
Yeah. That Cyberpunk 2077, in my opinion, looked pretty awesome. I mean, that's one I didn't know much about. I knew that Keanu Reeves was in the trailer. That was about the extent of it, but they showed a bit of the gameplay. They showed some other stuff. It looks badass. They showed the trailer. I don't think they did show gameplay, but they showed the trailer, and there was, I think, gameplay in the trailer. But it looked badass. It reminded me a little bit of Detroit.
Yep, because androids.
Yeah, there were androids and things like that. But yeah,
I was thinking of that Sun game for PlayStation.
Sun.
Where you had the electric powers.
Oh, Infamous.
Second Son? Infamous Second Son?
I have part of it right. But yeah, that one, I kind of like got the vibes off that, plus a little bit of the Watchdog kind of thing going on.
Right.
Keanu.
Since I avoided the Android game.
It's a good game.
But, yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Keanu is having his Keanu-sance.
Yeah, for sure. He's, like, super popular right now. I saw a meme where it said there was somebody dropping off keys to somebody, like, putting them in their hand. The top said Chuck Norris, and the bottom said Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Oh, like, oh.
Okay.
And Chuck Norris is a jackass, and Keanu Reeves is a nice guy.
Yeah, for sure. Keanu Reeves is super cool, apparently.
He has to be freaking Ted Theodore Logan.
Right.
He's the one that came up with the "Be excellent to each other" line.
That's great.
Makes sense.
What news did you have, Peachy?
I was going to talk about the... I don't know that it's new news. I could have sworn this was confirmed before, but the date on the article I'm looking at from IGN does say June 6th.
Right.
Of this year, but the Uncharted movie set a release date. Okay, so that's what it was. This one was about the release date. Tom Holland has previously been confirmed to play Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie.
Right.
That's going to be coming out in 2020.
Male Lara Croft.
Right. Based on the Naughty Dog video game, of course.
Based off of the Square Enix video game.
It looks like it's going to be directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who did 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Nice.
The screenplay is going to be by Jonathan Rosenberg and Mark Walker.
Zuckerberg.
But that's about all I had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yay, Uncharted!
I love the Uncharted series, personally. I played every game.
They feel very Indiana Jonesy, so I feel that.
Yeah.
Although, I don't see why they couldn't have made the Lara Croft films just as successful.
Right.
If they had done them right. It's just, they've got a dogma to them now, unfortunately. It's
Boobs.
people just go there for the sexual, and then they ruin the sex appeal, and I'm all like, good. Make it an appealing character.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I mean, these stories are great. The stories in it are pretty freaking awesome, and I love, that in the third one they went back to his childhood and whatever, and showed how he met Sully, his older friend guy, whatever, and stuff like that. I just really enjoyed the games a whole lot. The last one was pretty great. A Thief's End, number 4. I've played a bit of the one with Claudia Black. Yeah, with the ladies there. It was I can't remember the characters' names. Or the name of it was Uncharted something.
It was Uncharted, the one with the 2 Tomb Raiders.
Yeah, the one with the 2 Tomb Raiders. But yeah, Uncharted news, I'm kind of excited for that.
Nice. Should be an interesting film.
I have unexpected news.
Oh.
Because, none of us actually care. But I thought it would be important in the realm of comic books. I have to find the post now, I'm sorry. Should have had it up. Airplane mode. So they're rebooting the entire mutant line in Marvel.
Really?
After the House of Extinction and House of 10. It's not House of X, it's House of 10. By the way.
Really?
They're completely rebooting the mutants, yeah. They're starting it over.
Well, there's
That's
a
crazy.
vaccine now that's out there that's able to stop them from kind of like in the movies,
Right.
where they can't. It stops their gene from expressing itself and gets rid of their powers, and that's a big issue.
Right.
From what I've skimmed.
Yeah.
So that's
crazy.
They need to do a reboot, especially with all the mess.
Yeah, none of it makes any sense, so...
And the comics, and it's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit unfortunate that they've been kind of following suit with the movies, but it does give, them a wider audience, casting out a little more familiarity among, with different titles and whatever like that, but, going with the movies and stuff like that, so I think that, this may be something like that soft reboot of the mutants, maybe something that's going to pave the way for mutant kind in the MCU.
Right,
and be like, okay, this is how it happened in the comics. See, it's how it happened in the comics, kind of thing,
right.
Or whatever. But, I mean, the big difference being that I see a lot of stuff from the movies and comics later. Whatever, stuff that they've added or stuff, because they do draw a lot of inspiration from different stories and stuff like that. But, there's certain things that they tailor.
I don't know if you remember, but years ago I mentioned when the whole Marvel universe started really kind of.
I do remember,
and I was like, when Marvel gets back the mutants, they're gonna do a reboot of their mutant because they've done everything they've heard to sully the mutants to make Fox their franchise not look good.
Makes sense.
And that's why they brought the Inhumans and all that stuff, and that failed as a run. And then they even tried to bring back mutants from the past to the future with the new X-Men and all that stuff, that line and stuff like that. It's just kind of okay, to stop it and reboot it, and I'm it's Wolverine will be back. They're gonna do it. It's just in a few years, both DC and Marvel are gonna collapse, according to people. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just they do reboots every so often. It's good to refresh the universe. Hopefully they don't use a previously used trope. Hopefully they give us something new that's kind of fun. I want to see the classic mutants. It's how they've treated them. Started hating the mutants.
Slightly off topic, but on that whole subject, I'm just wondering if that particular individual had struck a sour note with that publisher or something, or what the circumstances were under that article that you just kind of hinted at.
I don't know. He just did a cover. He just did a couple of covers.
He? Yeah, he just did a few
for Justice League and for Superman.
So I wonder what's up.
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I didn't look into it because I kind of see it as clickbait kind of stuff.
I am going to have to read it. And it might just be something
I thought it was a video.
that he said. Oh, really?
I thought so.
Oh.
But.
And it's the same. It's the guy. He does what he does. He's controversial in a way. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll have to check or look a little more into that or whatever.
We will see.
Right.
Kind of
right.
Thing.
Yeah.
And on that note, also...
I was going to ask about that. Sorry. I was going to ask about that completely, but go ahead.
On that note, also, they revealed the other parent of the Major X in
really?
last book that none of us are getting anymore. But, they announced who the parent was, the other parent.
Storm?
Yes.
Was it a parent?
No, but it's Storm.
Huh.
I was like, weird.
Yeah.
Cable and Storm? Is that a thing?
Not that I know.
Well, now it is, guys.
Till
Cable and Storm.
Did you read Life Story?
Life Story? No, I did not.
Wow.
He hasn't been getting it.
I have 3 of them.
Haven't been reading it.
It's a thing.
I wanted to read it.
Yeah. Today was a day.
It was. I wasn't allowed to get any of my books, apparently.
And half of my books were dinged, banged, or boomed.
Yeah, I had to put back and, reselect.
Oh, I didn't notice until I got home.
Oh.
Yeah, half of the stuff has either got creases or breaks in the crease or in the... I'm like...
It's fine.
What? I know I have a large hold slot, but
I didn't have 4 of my books in my slot. I'm like... And I don't have a large hold slot.
So...
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, comics for this week. Or that ends our news segment, right? Yeah? No more news?
No more news.
Yeah,
well, I just wanted to ask you about so-and-so's comment and see what you guys think. But that was it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to think about it until after I get a chance to see it, read it, whatever it is. Just see it, because, yeah, it was a YouTube link. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But that's it for news.
Okay. Sudon, what books did you have this week?
I had a lot, but I only got a few because, well, apparently I screwed up weeks before.
Yeah.
I can't read it.
So all of us messed up with a certain book, but, you know.
Yeah.
Bookkeeping errors all around of all parties.
Apparently.
Oh, man. Don't snooze on certain properties. But I ended up, I did pick up Symbiote Spider-Man, Rick and Morty, Mr. The Flash. And then a few others, but these ones are the ones that I actually did read.
Okay.
I did pick up quite a few other ones, but did read Symbiote Spider-Man. I think I shared that with all of you.
No.
I enjoyed that book.
The only Spider-Man title I'm getting is Superior.
I like that one. That one, it was number 3.
Yeah, I really appreciated the art in this one.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. Kind of made me question who's arting this?
Who's arting this?
Writer is Peter David. Artist
Greg Land.
Very talented individual. Although sometimes the faces kind of lose detail, but I think I see what he does there.
I'm finding Otley's, especially in this Ryan Otley in this last issue of Amazing. I just kind of I'm like, or not the last issue of Amazing, or the one before that. There were a few things that I'm like, man, that just looks weird. That's off. Whatever. But I had to read 22 and 23 today, so.
I didn't get the chance to read Amazing Spider-Man because 22 I didn't get.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently it's not in my collection. It's another one I missed, unfortunately.
It's the week of Con, so.
That was
we missed some books.
Oh, the week of. Okay. My brain is.
Anyways.
But Greg Land, artist, colorist is Frank Diamante. I didn't say that right. And they both did the cover that I picked up. That one I gave a 7 out of 10. No Jaro.
Right.
So automatically 0.5, so I went to 6.5. It was good. Interesting story coming through on it. Curious to see how it plays out. I think we're gonna see Mysterio die. Didn't happen. I got also Rick and Morty, Mr. Meeseeks. I was really looking forward to this. It was good. I was a little harsh on it because it was like reading Martian Manhunter. There was a lot of but Mr. Meeseeks voice.
You're going through an existential crisis.
It was just a lot of text to take in, and I'm like, okay, I would have preferred to have listened to this on a movie, on a screen.
Right.
But I could hear the Mr. Meeseeks voice the whole time. This one writer was James Asmus and Jim Fesante. Art by C.J. Cannon. And colors by Joshua Perez. Cover art was Sarah. I got the cover by Sarah Stern.
I got the other cover.
The main cover.
Yeah.
I ended up giving this one a 6.5 out of 10. No Starro, so down to 10.
Or Jaro.
Jaro, that too.
He's out of the jar now, though. Do they still call him Jaro?
It's still Jaro.
Okay.
Because he's a baby.
He's definitely a baby. This was good. I not my favorite book of the week, but I mean, it was definitely something I was expecting something a little bit more of like an origin of the Mystiques or something. But I guess that's.
It just felt like an episode.
It did feel like an episode, but I thought,
which is what I appreciate about the comics. They just feel like episodes.
Which makes me want them to be episodes, and that's what kind of takes it.
It's an alternate universe. Yeah.
I was like, didn't the Mr. Meeseeks box disappear or something? So, I don't know.
Oh yeah, we did confirm that before.
Yeah.
That it is an alternate.
Yeah.
It said it plain as day.
This is an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't doubt would meet. the main at some point. But my pick of the week, and I can wait until after to kind of, if it is everybody else's pick of the week.
Well, he didn't get it.
He did not, so...
It's not my pick of the week.
It's not your pick of the week?
Nope.
So my pick of the week, then, is The Flash number 72.
It's a good book.
Writer Joshua Williamson. Howard Porter is the artist. Hifi is the colors.
I'm like, say high five one more time.
Howard Porter and High Five is the cover artist that I got for that one. I gave this one an 8 out of 10. No
7.5. No Jaro.
No Jaro, 7.5. I really liked this because it was kind of showing us a little bit of the origins of stuff, and
Still, okay.
I like seeing this take on stuff because it was swell. It was chilly and swell. No, it was fun to see these characters from a perspective that I had not seen them before.
Right.
I'd seen them in the show, but I had not seen them like. What?
You haven't. It's fine. Go
I
ahead.
haven't seen the origins.
Okay.
Read through the comics. I mean, there was some that you saw when they did the rebirth, but even then, there weren't direct origins there. They kind of just, and then even the New 52 kind of gave us a slight.
There was
origin.
a Rogues gallery in New 52, Rogues Origins, but yeah.
I didn't get to finish reading all of those. But what I liked about those is I did like the characters, and it was cool to see them in this take, and I'm curious where they're going to go next on it, and that ending, though.
That ending, though. I said, you dummy! And I closed the book.
I imagine you going, that's stupid. It was definitely a very bloody ending, but we'll see what happens in the next one.
Man.
I'm really digging the art in this.
Just had too many books.
Yeah.
Digging the art in this really, really, really well. The colors are very vibrant still. And
that's awesome.
I'm looking forward. It's keeping me wanting to collect Flash.
For sure.
And I'm like, damn it. I already have...
Damn it.
It's a good title, man. Those stories are super enriched.
I hate Barry Allen so much, though. I hate him.
Right.
Time travel is a bad thing. But that's it for me. That was my review. It's Pick of the Week, The Flash 72.
Yep.
Nice. I had shared some of the same books you did. You, of course, unfortunately did not pick up did not get to read Amazing Spider-Man number 23. It was pretty decent. It's kind of an epilogue to the Hunted storyline.
Which, thanks to Comixology, I now know what happens.
Oh, really? Great.
They show the previews of the first 3 pages of the 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was a pretty good book. I didn't hate it. I dug it. The art was okay on that one. I mean, Otley's got a lot of really great stuff. His close-up stuff's really good. A lot of detail. Reminds me of Ramos a lot. But as you mentioned with that other artist, some of his face stuff and other things were just kind of weird in the last couple books.
Yeah, Peachy showed me a couple of panels. That was when he's in the black suit. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He looked very Beast Titan-y to me. Like really large body, torso, and then really gangly arms and a sort of smallish head.
Yeah, there was some stuff was off, but I dug the hell out of it. Let's see, The Punisher number 12, written by Matthew Rosenberg. He's been with the book quite a while.
Not part of the War of Realms, but they have a Punisher one there.
Oh yeah, they have a separate story, which is crazy. Why don't they do that for all? Which I think they were actually doing that with Daredevil too. There's a few of them that they're not tying into the main story.
Marvel board. Would it be War of Realms board?
No, because we don't know where things are in Marvel right now. Because you got the Infinity Wars, War of Realms. What's going on?
Infinity Wars is still going?
No, Infinity Wars happened.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know where it happened in the scale of things.
Okay.
So
it's
we
just
also
all
got
of Marvel.
Daredevil's storyline. Where's that going along
Yeah.
with Infinity Wars going along?
Yeah.
As well as what's going on with the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
Everything.
Spider-Men. Spider people? Spiders.
With the spiders, yeah.
So it's like, we need a Marvel board, we need a DC board, we need a...
Comics board.
We need
Yeah.
a comics board.
For
we need
sure.
a wiki.
But, yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. That one, yeah, longtime writer Matthew Rosenberg still writing on Punisher number 12, featuring art by Szymon Kudranski, and that particular cover A on number 12 was done by Greg Smallwood. Spider-Man Life Story, number 4, was it? The 90s?
Yeah,
number 4, the 90s. That one's still being written by Chip Zdarsky, featuring art by Mark Bagley. If I'm going to grade these amazing, I'd probably give a 6 Staples. Punisher, I'd probably give 6 or 6.5. It was alright, but not memorable at all.
Oh.
I read several books, and a lot of them still stick out, that I remember a few things, but that wasn't one of them. Life Story, weird stuff. I kind of still like what they're doing, but I'm still curious to see the payoff. The 2000s comes next.
That's in August. Wait, what previews just came out?
August.
Yeah, it's in August. It's a monthly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, so I'm curious to see what's going on. And so that's, the 2000s. We just did the 90s.
They're skipping July?
I
guess.
I think July's was today's.
That's confusing.
They do
this
that
is June.
sometimes.
I know,
Yeah,
comics suck.
Yeah, yeah, but I was just reading the previews last night, and it was in that previews was the next book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but Spider-Man Life Story, I'd probably give that a 7.
Okay.
I dug it. I'm interested with what they did, and to see the characters and at a different age, because they were all older, whatever. And it was a wide array of characters. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it was pretty good. I dug it. 7.5 probably.
Yeah, nice.
Symbiote Spider-Man number. Oh, I forgot about Friendly Neighbor. I think I'm mixing up comics. Oh no, yeah, Friendly Neighborhood number 7. That was written by Tom Taylor, featuring art by Ken Lashley. I'd give that one. That was pretty good, actually. I didn't hate it. I'd give that one probably a 7, 7.5.
Is he Tom the Tool Man Taylor?
Tom the Toolman Taylor, yes. And then Venom, number 15, written by Colin Bunn, featuring art by Iban Coelho and Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque. There was also the cover by Kyle Hotz, and a separate story by Clay McLeod Chapman. And
so many people.
Yeah.
So many people!
It was like the last few pages in the book, but art on that one was Francesco Mobili. Colors by Andre Massa. But yeah, my pick of the week was Symbiote Spider-Man, number 3.
Okay.
I actually really dug the book. It's cool to see an outside story that we haven't seen before, from a time that we know, pretty well, or whatever. And the way that things affect it, and the way things, it kind of gets you the wheels turning on how things play out, and how is it that this happens in the future, and does any of this affect it? That was written by Peter David, featuring cover and art by Greg Land. I really dug the art. The art was really good. It was between that one and Friendly Neighborhood. That's why I was getting confused on the books there. A lot of great art. There was the one thing, again, that you mentioned about close-up faces, like Aunt May's face at one point.
I honestly think that's a very Marvel thing.
Right.
That details get lost, but they do really good details when it's, like, pertinent to the story.
Right. Or if
that's
it's
my opinion.
Splash or close-up of a character or something like that, but...
Something Square Enix could have used in character design.
This one focuses on Mysterio not forming an alliance so much, but kind of blackmailing the Black Cat into stealing a piece of Pete's symbiote suit so he can do research on it.
Way to out Spider-Man, like, blatantly there.
Yeah.
Spoilers, Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Sorry!
But no, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was interested on that, like what you said there. Like, this happened in a part of the story we know. How did this happen? Curious.
Yeah, for sure. So, I like that influence on it. There's also the, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, it kind of the books have been focusing on him and Black Cat's relationship and whatever, so they kind of have a bit of a falling out, a little bit of a fight and whatever. But and she wears a very revealing number, greatly drawn, to kind of seduce him and to be able to steal the symbiote from him, but. Mysterio basically, he's like, I'm going to out you as this person, and here's all the stuff you've done, and blah blah blah, and tell your boyfriend everything. And she didn't want him to know any of that, so she's like, okay, I'll steal part of the suit for you, whatever. So, but the end was pretty cool. It's like, okay, what's happening next? Where are we going? Dug it. Art was great, but it was a quick read, but still sticks out in my memory. Everything about it was pretty well done, so that's why it was my pick of the week this week, and that's all I have to say about that.
I agree with a lot of the stuff you said on that. It was a really well written. The art kind of goes on it. There were some moments where it was confusing, not because I'm a male in gender, and there were some really interesting pictures in there, but the way it was drawn, I was like, is this Campbell? Is this...
Right.
It's not Greg Land. That's not... Very well drawn, very cool stuff. I wanted to point this out. It seems kind of interesting that we got a Gwen Surgeons recently, and now we're having a Felisa Surgeons.
Surgeons?
Like, we're having the Black Cat standalone maxi series. It's an ongoing. Then we got her in the Amazing Spider-Man playing a decent role with new revelations coming on into the relationship between her and Peter Parker, and now this little storyline with her and more information on their relationship there.
And symbiote, some past information to give you, because it's always been like, they dated at one point, and she's always been like, hey, Spider, kind of thing, but no real information on it. I mean, there was except for back in the comics, when it actually happened. But if you didn't read that, this gives you a little bit more of their intimate the intimate details of their relationship.
It's interesting to see that it's kind of like, okay, who's next? Who's the next surgeons that we're going to see in Peter Parker's relationship history? I mean, kill all the old people, but keep getting his relationships coming back around. Like, why don't you give us a resurgence in some of his other characters? Bring back Uncle Ben.
Yeah, right. One thing...
It's a Ben Surgeons.
No.
He's not going to have romance there.
The thing that really made this my pick was really the art. The story was really good. I really actually I was between that, the other one where the art was really good, and then Life Story. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. It's just crazy. So you guys are going to read it, but and I don't want to spoil too much, but it's going along the ages, so they're aging with these books and through the decades. So I'm wondering what's the next? It just kept me wondering. It was a good cliffhanger, and they don't end with and start with last time or anything. It's just it's this time period, and this is what's going on. Yeah. Yep. So it's a weird book, very strange, but it it's holding my attention. I'm going to keep reading it, and I'm, again, excited to see the payoff for
Yeah.
it.
But it's going to end with Peter dying.
Right. Yeah, that's more than likely.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Yeah. They're gonna probably go until it's 2099, and then he's gonna be dead by that point already. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Spider-Man life story 2099.
Right.
I would be fun if they did kind of acknowledge that as part of this, but I know what they're doing is, and I need to read it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm super curious.
I know how it ends.
Okay.
With Peter Parker dying.
Probably because
I have a
it's his
theory
life story
that everybody is going to be fine.
I don't.
In Discovery.
Yeah. Well, most people were fine, not everyone.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well,
Ooh.
Cool. Yeah. Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Mr. Spider-Man.
So the books that I had this week that I read, were Superior Spider-Man, continued writing by Christos Cage and Mike Hawthorne. Neither of you read that, right?
Right.
Okay. There's a character that I wish wasn't there or in the Marvel Universe, and I feel like it would have made this book a lot better.
Oh,
but
it's Namor.
I'm just gonna keep going, though.
Is it Anna Maria?
No.
Oh, wait, she's not in that. That's in...
No, that's Superior.
Yeah, that is Superior,
That's super.
As Sudon mentioned, Mr. Meeseeks, or Rick and Morty Presents Mr. Meeseeks was out today. He already said the names. Rewind it if you have to. And also Flash number 72? 72? 73? 72. 72. Chapter 3 of Year 1 was out. Same artist and stuff. My pick of the week was Red Hood Outlaw.
Oh, nice.
Because my boy.
Sweet. Very nice.
He's making really dumb decisions. Oh, I should... continued writing by Scotty Lobdell. Continued art by Pete Woods. I can't say that I really liked the art, because I didn't, but there was a baby Jason, and that was adorable, so there was that art that was really good.
Damn it. Damn it, Pod Pig.
Pod Pig.
Yeah. Hi, Pod Pig.
Hey, everybody, welcome, Pod Pig. Hi.
Say hi. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. He's the latest adoptee into this zoo.
Yep.
He grunts a lot.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know why it was my favorite book. It just stood out the most to me, I think, out of everything. Like, I really liked Flash, but, I don't know.
That cover on Flash was pretty cool. They continuously, the last...
The Flash covers have been insane, but the cover for Red Hood was also really, really, really good.
Oh, yeah, that's the one with the bloodstain.
Yes, blood, and you can see Jason's face in the reflection of it.
Yeah, really good.
He itchy.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I mean, Jason's making really bad decisions, and they're coming back to bite him in the butt, and,
so
that's basically...
Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There was, a lot of good flashback moments, and, him being I really need to be by myself, and, figure my life out, and, yeah.
Huh.
Red Hood Outlaw. I love Jason Todd.
He needs to figure his life out.
He does need to figure his life out. He has Penguins... in the last book, he had Penguin stuck behind an aquarium in his safe room.
Oh.
And he had taken over Penguin's, the iceberg...
Right, the iceberg
casino.
lounge.
Yeah. Lounge and casino?
Yeah.
And is kind of the head of...
Oh, no, continue. I just have a question after that.
The head of the crime syndicate that Penguin was part of, but he's also trying to take it down, but,
Huh.
But someone found Penguin, and now Penguin's not behind there anymore.
No.
What's that?
Bizarro! The Artemis one.
Yeah.
What's happening?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
No answer
really?
yet. Jiminy. Like, I've been waiting months for
Yeah,
this.
Same.
Like, what's
where
going
the hell
on?
is Bizarro?
How is he
Artemis.
coping over the death of Red Hood?
Of Arsenal?
That too.
He's taking it pretty well, considering. But yeah, he's also wearing a suit a lot, so that's good.
A suit.
Yeah.
Does it suit him?
It does.
It suits him well.
You're too cute. Stop it.
He says.
Yeah. But yeah,
But yeah.
Redmond. Outlaw.
Nice.
Number. He was pushing that. That's not good. I didn't write down the number. What number was it?
33.
I think that's right, actually. Nope, 35.
Damn!
I
Issue
was
number
going to say
35.
36.
Oh. So if we subtract your 36 by my 33, and then we
You're
divide
still
it
wrong.
by this, and then we add 2, we're right.
No.
I really want to know what's going on with Nightwing. When are we going to get Nightwing? Oh, yeah. Next week.
Next week is Nightwing, but there's also Justice League next week,
Right.
so...
Which Justice League continues to dominate.
Yeah, my entire life, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, with Society coming and everything.
Oh my God.
Justice everywhere. And then they got Justice versus Black Hammer coming with that crossover. I'm going to get it because the Power Ranger one was good.
I don't care enough.
I'm just curious. But I have to do it. Speaking of Justice League, I have to do an amendment to my score from the last episode. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
No, you gave it a 10.5 out of 10.
No, I gave it a 10 out of 10 plus the gyro kicker.
Right.
I think
But
I
I
rated
forgot a
some
kicker
of my-
that we did not put in there that needs to be mentioned. It has a Captain Atom kicker of about a 1.5 that gives
Oh,
it a
wow.
12.
That means a 12. Whoa.
It is
wow.
a Justice League score of 12. So,
Wow.
I gotta give you that. But that's all I had.
Unhoid of.
12 out of 10. Would die again.
Would die again. Would kill again.
As
buddy.
always, we'd like to thank our local comic book store, All Seas Collectibles, at
Yes.
1250 South Abilene Street, Aurora, Colorado, 80012. Comment, like, subscribe on all of our social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, for all of the accounts. Sudon has his own accounts, Peachy has his own accounts, I only have
Yar.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And, go to our Patreon, check it out, you might get some stuff if you donate.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
incentives, guys.
Donate, subscribe, like, comment, tell us how we do.
Yeah.
Check out YouTube. We're growing
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
the YouTubes.
We're live on YouTube as of now. Both Sudon segment and the Staple Together stuff.
Right.
It's going to be fixed soon. We're not going to have the individual 15. We're going to actually have full episodes.
Yeah.
And I
for
may be
each
doing.
episode.
Pardon me. I didn't mean to trample over you there. I may be doing some written reviews that I'll
near
be throwing
future?
up here and there. I may not do them every week, but if I find myself with the time to do it, right around the time we're putting it up, then I'll get those out there on
The
our
segment we're
website.
calling the Peaches Pit.
Yeah, the Peach Pit.
Peach Pit.
Peach Pit.
Yeah.
Peachy Pit.
The
I'm sorry, but I kind of think Piper's Pit, but I'm all like, that just makes it badass.
I was like, Peach Pit. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that was the name of the hangout in 90210,
That's okay.
which is making its resurgence
Yes.
without Dylan.
Yes. But to not end it on a sad note, Peachy got a quote for us?
Yeah, I've got a quote. Nothing is given to man on earth. Struggle is built into nature of life, and conflict is possible. The hero is the man who lets no obstacle prevent him from pursuing the values he has chosen. And that's a quote by Andrew Bernstein, not Berenstein.
No.
Hey, buddy.
He wants to be on the cast. Here.
He just peed.
Oh.
Buddy. Why? Oh, because you weren't on the floor, but that's why he was running back and forth. Say hi. Say hi, buddy.
He did. He's like, you can't tell me what to do.
I thought that's what you were like, kind of. At first, I thought you were like, he's just commenting when full Peachy was supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I was covering.
Good joke, buddy.
Yeah, all right. But we'll have you listen in next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, now we do the thank you for.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm or website unstabletogetherpod.wixsite.com and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.